Hello everybody, myself Dr. Sivakant Pathak once more available with you to see one more important topic, that is the flux of vector field. Flux. The flux of vector field we are going to see. See carefully this topic. Here in this, see the term flux. This term flux has a great importance in electrostatic. While we are defining, understanding, standing Gauss theorem, and its application, the importance of flux is much more. So see the fundamental of flux of a vector field. Vector field and how its flux is calculated. To understand the concept of a flux, this concept of a flux, first of all understand this diagram very well. See here in this diagram, we are considering in the diagram parallel lines. Carefully this, see the drawing, and this drawing watching carefully will clear the fundamentals. This parallel line let represents flow of fluids. This direction of arrow let represents the velocity of it, where V denotes velocity vector, right? Let here in this diagram a rectangular or square area is kept. Let its area is A, right? Here in this the fluid is passes, let fluid is flowing in this direction, and this rectangular field CU in the diagram kept in this way, let wind is flowing in this direction. So this wind, fluid flowing through, passing through this plane here in it, this is area. We are knowing this area A is vector quantity, so it is called area vector. Direction of area I have explained in the previous lecture. So if you want to understand the clear concept of the flux, so you are requested to see the concept of area vector, angle and solid angle clearly. Then I can explain the concept of flux, then electric flux, then Gauss theorem, then application of a Gauss theorem. So these points are much important. These are the actually tools to understand the Gauss theorem and its application. And it should be clear to everybody that Gauss theorem is only physics to understand the electrostatic and its application. Rest of the things are mathematics and mathematical tool. So see here area vector in this area is let moving. This area again represented here in this way, see, which I am made here in a diagram. In it this is bent. This same area, same rectangular plane is now it is slanted in some direction in this way. See, in the previous figure it is like straight and it is bent. It is bent in such a way that when it is made here, see the diagram very carefully here in this case. It is. See, this is area here. See carefully in it. This is the shaded area. In it, this is the area, right? Now see, these are the things here in this. The wind is blowing and passing through the area. Now we are going to see some terms here. What are this flow of the wind or flow of the fluid in lines, each lines. So when a number of wind line passing through, see here in this number of fluid lines passing through a given area vector is called flux. See the definition of flux very carefully. Here see in this diagram, if it is 3 line in the diagram, 1, 2, 3, 4 line is passes through it. So its flux will be dependent on 4. See it very carefully, 1, 2, 3, 4. And in the second diagram, when we slanted it, only 3 lines are passes in it. The area is the same, but position is a changes. And this flux is denoted by phi, letter phi, Greek letter phi. Clear? It is a number of, in standard language, it is also written that number of vector field. This number of lines, fluid lines, I am going to give by a name number of vector field, because velocity is a vector quantity passing through loop is called flux. See the definition of flux here. Number of lines passes through this. Mathematically, it has more definition. Now locate this diagram. In this diagram, see carefully. This is the real area. Area vector we are knowing. Its direction is perpendicular to the plane. Area vector. Now it is slanted. Then see this angle, let it is a theta. And really the line of forces is passing from here the shaded area. And when we compare this area with the natural area, here area is less. And this area is considered as A cos theta. A cos theta passing through it. So mathematically flux is defined as dot product of area vector A and velocity vector v. See two quantities, velocity vector, area vector. So flux phi can be written as area vector A into velocity vector, or as in a diagram, in the second diagram, this also can be written as AV cos theta cu, and this can be shown here in the diagram. When we see in the diagram, second diagram, the flux is naturally passing through the shaded area, which is smaller than the real area while centered. It has direction in this straight, parallel to the line, right? And velocity. Now we are going to see special cases. Number one, if phi is 0 degree. Phi is 0 degree means what? First up, see the mathematics. This implies that cos 0 is equal to 1, then it has a maximum value. Phi max is equal to AV. Second, if phi is 90 degree, what does indicate? Cos 90 is 0, then phi minimum value and it has a 0 value. So maximum value is AV, minimum value is 0. So see the both situations here in this case. Now to see the maximum and minimum in the diagram, this is very important to understand. See here, area vector is in this direction. First of all, see the first case. When the rectangular plate is kept in such a way that maximum line will pass in comparison if it is slanted. Right? But see the direction. Velocity is in the direction, area vector is also in the direction. Fluid is flowing in this direction and area vector is also in the same direction. So it is a 0 degree. But in the diagram, it looks like a 90 degree. It is kept, but it is not a 90 degree. It is a 0 degree. And it has a maximum value here. Phi max is equal to area vector into velocity. Here see in this case, when we are started slanting this, the number of fluid lines passes through it decreases. See under this case, when area vector now becomes perpendicular to it and wind is blowing in this direction, see by another pen. So here becomes 90 degree. In this case, cos 90 is 0, no flux pass. That is why this value is given, maximum value and minimum value. This is required to understand in very well way to each and everybody this concept. The formula for this is both formula. It is vector form, equation 1 and it is equation 2 we may represent. One more thing keep in mind, phi is a scalar quantity, because we are knowing dot product of two vectors is a scalar quantity. This formula can be also represented in some more forms. We can see flux is equal to summation of velocity vector dot area vector. If it is represented obtained in by parts, then total is the sum of all part. Also represented in following one more form, that is phi is equal to, this form is called integral form. It is dot product of velocity vector and small area vector. It is called integral form of formula, and here it is also called math form, arithmetic forms. So these are this is the concept about the flux. To understand the electric flux, Gauss theorem and its application, the concept of area vector, angle, solid angle, and flux of a vector field is much more important. So this is for today. Thank you and have a nice day to all.